Hey everybody, it's Chris with Writer's Game, and I did not properly set up my audio or video like usual. I'm all excited to get in here, and I forget that certain things need to be adjusted. Some things you may have noticed, I created a new intro to the stream starting, and I like it. But any feedback from you guys are always welcome. But I'm really hoping to create something using fairly simple tools. I'm not a AV guy or a designer that can make that kind of stuff, so I use tools. But to create something that's for the game that I'm playing as my main game, at least, which may change over time. So here we go. Writer's Game plays Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. Let's go ahead and just go live, which case my game chat capture is on the Final Fantasy that I played last night. So let's, boom, there we go. Looks like I'm in the middle of a fate, which, let's do it. I'm getting no help. Let's see if I can eliminate the giant fish in the meantime, in the 6 minutes that I have left. How did my bird get aggro over me? I'm hoping they're DPS, straight up, because that's going to make this easier, and most people are DPS, but they brought this extra mob, and kind of just helps everybody if they can help me kill both of them. I got stunned. Oh, this is not even going to be a fight now. Yeah, because if my level gets restored. But this is the part I'm really aiming for, right? Praetum gains 351 XP. So that, I don't know how to open the thing. Companion? Yeah, so that eventually gets levels and points, and I can put some skills. I apparently have some skill points. Maybe. What is this? Choco drop. Orders Chocobo to deliver an attack with a potency of 150. I'm looking straight up for heals. Do I not have this already? That's apparently the next thing in the progression. So this is increases companion hit points by 5%. This is orders Chocobo to restore target's hit points. Wouldn't they do that anyway? Like, I put it in free stance or healer stance, and it tends to make things happen. So not really sure where to put things. Sometimes getting used to the new layout of the UI. Really trying to make this space more clear and still get all of the buttons that I'm looking to use for all the various things. Alright, so the intention of tonight's stream is to do the raids. Now, I sometimes have some friends help me out, and sometimes they're not around. So tonight I'm going to be pugging it looks like. And I always have some trepidation when pugging anything. Like, there's always a little bit of leeriness. Oh, we can do another fate to begin with. Synced to Sometimes I forget what the attack button is, other than like hitting a button. Like, what's your auto attack? Just right clicking? Yeah, it must be. Ares is taking a bit of a hit. I wonder if that's because their level changed back, or they were just getting mobbed. Oh, stunned. Nice. Is there another one that just popped up? Because we may as well do it. Trauma Queen. I don't remember. That's one of the quests that I'm on. So Zeppelin mentioned a good MMO mouse, and I'm still getting used to it. I bought it because I was looking for a good mouse with multiple buttons. I'm kind of thinking maybe 8 is the sweet spot for me, but this has a good 12. There's 12 buttons to a row. So, you know, if you can get used to it, it kind of makes sense. Ah, went automatically into flight mode. That's pretty awesome. But so far, I'm still kind of relying on my keyboard for my abilities, and I'm gonna have to push myself to do the muscle memory to push the mouse instead to make the most use of it. You're one of aliens, aren't you? Aliens? Aliens? Aliens, probably. That one's got a ghost in her attic. Ooh, I thought I had a ghost on my desk here, but it was just a cord falling. You know. Keeps sending other venturers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're gonna bring her feller back. That's not what I meant to do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1 second here, folks. 1 second. I'm supposed to do something to cover up my chat, because apparently, and this is kind of a sour, depressing moment, apparently it is kind of common-ish. You know, people say things in chat, and I have no control over that. This is not the game image that I'm looking for, but we'll choose a new one in a minute. Webcam. I don't need the cheer or that. There we go. Need the game image. I need it to cover up the chat, because people can say nasty, horrible things, and then I'm apparently responsible for that. This is what I've been told. Not sure how true it is, but in this world we live in, it seems like that's, you know, quite possible. I totally get it. It's my stream, but I also think, like, showing the chat shows the community of that game, and if it's full of trash and horribleness, and anybody who watches this video or sees my stream, they can see that's a community they don't want to be involved in, or, you know, maybe they like the trash talk or the whatever, and that's a community they do want to be involved in. And I think it's ridiculous that we would have to cover that up just to kind of protect ourselves, when that is a representation of your game, and that's something we should be talking about. But it is what it is. Some people really hate that expression, but it is what it is. So all I can do is make some adjustments. This is a little bit more rectangular, so I can put that in the corner. And some days I'll have my camera there and we can all say hi to each other, but today is not a being social, being public day. So maybe I shouldn't even be streaming, but it's my time to do it, so here I am. So 7 of us that day, one of them, her feller, my best friend was another. As soon as we walked in, a toonberry attacked. It was dark, and we couldn't get purchase on the floor, for 'twas covered in lake slime, then in blood. What's more to say? Only Aelin and I made it out by the grace of 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind? Leave my brother by another blood? If I hadn't seen what Toonberry left? I saw no treasure there, only death. I've said my piece. You still want to see for yourself? That's your business. I'll ferry you there, for my adventuring days are over and I'm the boatman of this lake. She thinks they're all live, see? Not alive, but live? That's a little strange. You see, all 5 of them hiding in the Toonberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. Then she got sly. Ah, poor lost Aileen. Okay. Tenacity's apparently the best stat for a tank. And I'll be doing DPS at some point, but for now it's all tanking. Here we go. What is this? This is a... It's a dungeon, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's see if I can actually get my raids up and get them going. I'm just gonna check and see if I do have a visit from my friend. See if he's available. And I actually don't know which ones I need to do. This one, this one. I haven't played in almost a week. Been doing other business things. Getting things ready for the future. Alright, so Copperbell Mines. And Bowl of Embers. In one of these. But that's actually not for A Realm Reborn. That's for my epic, which is, I guess, Realm Reborn-esque. Well, apparently I need to do these. I have quest Snow Cloak. No, that's still a regular dungeon. Alright, so that's dungeons, guild heist, trials. Nope. Maybe I don't have raids. Maybe I have misrepresented. Are these not? High-end trials, A Realm Reborn. Trials, A Realm Reborn. So, the striking tree I don't think I've done. 2 tanks, 2 healers, DPS. This one I don't think I've done. Maybe I have, but I don't think so. And there was 3 of them. The Whirl Eater, right? I have not done this one either. I don't think. Maybe I did. It's been a while. It's been too long since I've played. All right, so let's check these out. All right, King Moggle Mug. I do have a quest for that. But let's do the last 3. We're gonna do that one, or that one, or that one, and I don't know which one it'll be. Now, I like the idea of being a dragon person. I don't know the name of the race. I don't have it memorized. But I am a little off-put by their animations. It's almost a little too pronounced. I like the simplicity, maybe, of the seafaring giants. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. I don't know. Oh, you guys. up here if there's too many monsters. I'll have to fix that on the UI. I don't want it to be too far away. Maybe put this here. Again, that defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do, so maybe here. We'll try it there. Good intentions. It's the next main scenario. Mordana. Yeah, I think I have to finish these raids, including this one. Wanderer's Palace. Huh. Let's try those first. It may not be the raids, but they definitely have the symbol here, meaning they have some value to my quests. Can I only select 2? I guess we go from the bottom up. Whose cat is that? Oh, the fat cat. I've never been here before that I'm aware of, so this will be fun and interesting. And anybody watching, you get to see, if you haven't seen so far, I'm sure Final Fantasy is everywhere these days. Lots of people are streaming it, so I'm sure you've seen it. But the community is really, really good. If you've never done something before, they're usually pretty good at just kind of filling in the gaps, and very few people are actually, you know, difficult about that. So that's really good. And if you hear the cars outside on occasion, that's my community neighbors. Sometimes not. We are on a main street, but doing their best to scream, "I'm here" to the world. Light party. Yes, yes, I've not seen this before. I think it's my first time here. I vaguely remember something, maybe? 7. But yeah, I'm not, my level isn't synced, so I actually have both of my AoEs. In fact, I have all 3. I tend to forget about that one. Where to from here? Ah, the stairs. Nope, I have been. I recognize these guys. I have a friend of mine who's doesn't play MMOs or really many video games because he enjoys them a little too much, right? And then you can not get things done because you're spending all your time on a video game, maybe not spend as much time with your wife as you need to, that kind of stuff. And that's really important to recognize and work with. And I must say, Final Fantasy XIV, in my opinion, is absolutely the game that if you have a challenge with like trying to focus on a game and being a completionist and all that stuff, this is not the game to play, because by golly, there's just so much content and it's beautiful. I love it. I love that you can just go anywhere and find quests and do things. But because of that, like, we're talking, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 10,000 quests in this game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't want to attack the hippogriff. We just doing here? Let's see if we got any ads going. No. I should be able to tell just by this. I'm just not used to it yet as a mechanic. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Most of these fights haven't really been all that interesting. I mean, I'm having fun with them, but they're not really all that interesting as a tank. What is that over there? Are we ready? We're all good? Okay. I just want to make sure all the people were in. I wasn't sure that we were. This is a DPS fight of sorts. Before he's going to summon the rock guy, and we need to kill him before it comes over and kills us. At least that's my understanding of this fight. I think the blue's good, right? That's one of the abilities from us. that right there is the thing that will kill us all. And again, it's really up to the DPS to make that not happen, because other than keeping aggro and doing what I can, This is the part we're all gonna die. Apparently not. Okay, what were you doing over here? Oh, do you get behind the pillars? Is that how that works? Nobody ever explained that to me. Alright, let's see for loot. Not really my thing, but I'll read on it anyway. You know, you might like the look of it. I thought that was the end. Is that? No. No, we have more. Oh yes, okay, I remember. Clear the bloody transept. I don't know what transept is, but let's do it. I love this. This is a quick check. Hey, like, where's my aggro? Hey Daniel, how you doing? It is true. Often there's more, but I just forgot. Like that's a boss fight, and a pretty interesting one. Just a simple mechanic, but because of that, I thought he was at the end of the dungeon, not not the beginning. So I don't remember what's here and now, like what the next boss that's gonna come up. Hey Daniel, do you play Final Fantasy XIV? All right, Mr. Cranky Pants, come on back over here. I mean, they're all cranky. They're trying to kill you. Like that's. Years ago, yeah. I mean, the game's apparently like 10 years old, but frankly, in my opinion, it stands up really well. Like, I didn't start playing till earlier this year, and it's a way better game than most MMOs that I've tried. So, 10 years old and stands up really, really well. You may have played, depending on when, the old version, which is not the same. I mean, this is A Realm Reborn, because they had so many complaints and people not really liking the game that they rebuilt it, I don't know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was, and now it is just a much better game. And it's just kind of been rediscovered recently by a lot of the MMO community, and a lot of people were upset with WoW and looking for a new home, and tons of people are coming over to play. Anyway, if you still play video games, I highly recommend it, and I would be happy to hang with you if you're ever interested. Not to recruit you, but totally to recruit you, because playing with friends is always best. Okay, that's the slab of stone you need for a particular quest, which I already have. Once you get used to the UI, it's kind of easy to figure out what's going on, which is really great with this game. For example, like the tank is in blue, healers are in green, DPS is in this muddy red color. And I find this a little tiny, but at a glance you can kind of figure out what's going on with your team. Is somebody needing help? Then you have to figure out who it is, if you know, because glance may not always tell you, but it's enough. It's well designed and it's enough. I think they have crossplay with Final Fantasy XIV. If not now, soon. But I don't know what to tell you. I personally think PC gaming is way better than console gaming, but that's just my opinion. If you or anybody else plays console, like, all the power to you, right? That's just a preference, really. But obviously some games are only available in one or the other. And that's becoming less of an issue, thank goodness, because if it's a good game, I want to be able to at least try it out. But I don't own any consoles anymore. Like, my kids have a Switch, and yeah, I've been tempted on buying one, or I'm kind of tempted on buying a PS5, but literally for one game, like, and it's kind of not worth it. Like, you're paying $600 at that point to play one game. Apparently, demon wall fights like this are in every single Final Fantasy game, at least the main storylines, which is really cool. Like, they're obviously reusing a fan favorite. Ooh, we did it in speed time because we got 2 loots. I'll do agreed and agreed. Yeah, I'm not sure if this plays on a Mac. I don't know that it doesn't. I'm just not sure. We have to go right and then left, yeah. Did I miss something? No, these are just like bombs from these guys. Anyway, to everybody out there, if you do choose to sign up, you know, to play the game, I'm going to be selfish a second and say, by all means, use let me know so we can do the referral, because you get cool bonuses. The person who does the referral, for sure, and the person who is the referee, I guess, is the word. I got upgraded gear. Chocobo feathers allow you to turn in and get upgraded gear, and you get some of those. And I think a piece of gear, a helmet or something. That might have been for something else. But anyway, you get a bonus for X. I think it's the person who does the referring gets a bonus for like a bonus XP item for levels 1 to 20 or something. Nothing huge, but considering you can play every single class in the game, which is called a job, you know, when you switch over to your baby rogue, which is the same character, just playing a new, you know, play style, and they're level 1, that bonus to XP just kind of moves you forward a little bit better. So, but there are perks for both sides, which is really awesome. A lot of games give some perks maybe to the new player, but a lot of it's to the referring player, and Final Fantasy rewards them both, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is coming out on PS5 first, and then it's coming out on PC, I don't know, 3 months later or something. So that's literally why I'm tempted to get a PS5, is so I can play it when it first comes out. And if it truly is crossplay, I think it's supposed to be, then I should be able to not just play with my friends on whatever they're doing, but also jump onto my PC when it comes out on PC and play on there as well in the same account, which is really awesome. So here we're fighting a group, but we're also fighting this, you know, big guy who's kind of a group fight himself. Not that tough though. Groups that work together tend to succeed. Groups that don't may have some trouble. If DPS act like they do in a lot of games where they're just rushing ahead and pulling things, well, better hope everybody else is on the ball, because that's going to cause some problems. For experienced players, maybe not tons of problems, but, you know, enough to be aware of. I'm experienced with RPGs, but you know, I'm not crazy experienced with this game in particular and the nuances of it. A lot of the coaching has been through a friend of mine. Where's that guy going? That would be an example of DPS pulling. It's like, I could have got him. Like, you know, I did a little bit of faith. But that's alright. We got this. We're all here. We're all over. Cutscene! I think this is a dungeon. My friend was like, let's never do this one again. But he's not that bad. I like tanking the tough fights. What are you doing? So he does a tail cone attack rather than like a face. He does just laser beams in, you know, in the front. So I wonder if we could just make that easier by backing him up to the line. So people can't be behind him, but that gives them no choice, and that's maybe not good. Imminent catastrophe. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can stun him. Nope. It's just suck up some damage and hope the healer knows what they're doing. Maybe I shouldn't have got aggro on that ad. It might mess up, you know, where people can stand and that sort of thing. Oh, okay. That tail dive is stunnable. Have a great night, Daniel. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully we can chat soon. Dark Knight Kipple? I don't know what that is. Does that mean something? It's not a word I'm familiar with. I didn't thank everybody. Thank you, everybody. You're not watching my stream or my video, I'm sure, because that would be, the numbers would be definitely against that. But thank you for the run. It's much appreciated. Alright, what else do we have here? I need to do the Wanderer's Palace. I don't know if I've been there before. I need to do Amdapor Keep. Copper Bell Mines. I also need to do these trials. I guess trials are there. Ooh, I am signed up for those, so it'll join me for all of these things and see what happens. Whichever one comes up first. New features. Nuke. Built-in chat command available. Oh, I have a comment. I'll have to read that in a minute. Maybe in some downtime. I don't know what that thing is. Alright, let's tank spec. Let's do that. Are you sure it's my first time here? Yeah, that's why we get the bonus. Why are they murdering all the people? I don't know what a tunberry is. That's a giant tunberry. Look at that thing. There technically are bad guys because they aggro to us, but you know, which means they're probably gonna kill us. Not really sure where I'm supposed to stand to like best optimize things, but like this big dude here, I don't think he's targetable. He just wanders forward and stabs people. That is awesome. He's like the built-in timer, maybe. No, he's wandering back, so apparently not. Whoa, shiny. Hello, Mr. Tonberry. Or maybe Miss Tonberry, I don't know. I don't know what this others is. I don't know what that means. Other than I have less hit points than I would like. I don't see why we wouldn't get the treasure. It's a trap. Do we actually get the treasure now? Yes. A scimitar? I don't know, it's not better than I have. I'm just gonna greet it. It's my Mission Impossible music, but not. Because that's copywritten. I wouldn't mind a heal. I'm doing right. I'm doing right. There are two abilities that I get as a paladin that are not tied to the global cooldown. And one of them is this ability here, which is single target, called Spirits Within. And the other one is this one here, Circle of Scorn. And very, very handy to have that for ads. Whenever they come in, you can just give them a quick poke or nuke the area and grab your aggro. Oh, maybe I have just done this one before. I don't remember what he does, though. I don't remember. Okay, let's do this. Toxins cause damage over time. How much I can do about that? I don't have self heals or anything. Wounds are bleeding, causing damage over time. Oh, that's fantastic. Is there a way to avoid this? I have aggro, so his turning is not based on that. It's random event, maybe? Oh, that was kind of easy. Disciplines of War, we'll read those. Endymion Device. Oh, yes. I remember something about Endymion Device being part of a quest. Probably why it's part of the quest. Do I have to click it individually? Ah, flask of lantern oil, okay. Climb the endless rise. I like the hit point bar above them, but I do find it makes the screen very busy, right? This area here with several monsters, it's very, very busy. You can take a nice glance at what's going on and be like, oh yeah, totally, I get what's going on a hit point level. But part of the game is the aesthetic, right? And that's the part that suffers a little bit. Man, these guys have some hit points. sure. Let's use that. I think we all get the drop, right? So it doesn't really matter who picks it up. We can all do the thing, which is really nice. Another Yimian device. This one's rusted. Use the oil. I think we're gonna need to. Ooh, that's fancy. A lot of shoulders on this guy as he's moving around. Treasure hunter, what are they fighting? Each other? We go down here? Likely, right? Making a zigzag a little bit. Oh, that dude. Just gonna run by him. See what happens. Throat stab. That's a great description. Refuses to work. Why? Treasure? Is it a trap? Apparently I need more lantern oil. And then yes. Safety protocol is deactivated. That does not sound like a good plan. Giant stabby thing. Well, you don't have to wait, I suppose. There's a little bar under my thing here, and under the healer, and under this guy, but not under number 3. Oh, I'm curious, what is it? I mean, this is health and this is mana, so what is that bar? Aggro? We doing this? Yeah, I think we are. Why, hello? So, rumor has it that Final Fantasy XVI is going back to a more fantasy feel, much like this. I don't know how many guns will be involved, because obviously we have Machinist and Gunbreaker, and I plan to level up both of those. But maybe 15 went way tech, like kind of like 4 or 6 or whatever it was. The idea that magic had been lost or failed or untapped or something, and you know, technology was, or some version of it was what people had to rely on to make things, you know, life a little easier. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. Tikad Wilkit. Miss Shizaku. Stark Yaksha. Okay, this guy, I've never fought him before. He's some ugly. I mean, blobs. Blobs are not all that fun. Oh, that's fun. What happens now? Now there's water and not water. Do I need to like stay out of the water? Do I need to stay in the water? How does this work? Does it matter where the mob is? Kind of like Slimer with fins. Yes. Very nice. Loot. We've got some. Yeah, let's go need on those. Let's go greed on those. Probably the curate is the one I should be focusing on. Maybe they actually do some healing. An enemy appears. Where? What is that? Sure. Yeah, I don't have that pet yet. Bite-sized pudding. These are gonna be so delicious. Ah, screw you. Rather them hit me than you. As a tank is my job. If anybody loots it, y'all get it. That's wonderful. Alright, this looks a little different. A little epic. Oh, that's hilarious. We good? Y'all here? Making this happen? Add skill boss. I'm pretty sure I stay on the boss mostly. Oops. Wrong button. The Rancor. So is he fueling up from the death of things or not? Or is it like poisoning him slowly? Oh, what's my debuffs? Sustained wind damage over time. Wounds or bleeding causing damage over time. Okay, well. And whatever this is. Next lateral slash is changing to sharpened knife. Are we kiting them? How's this work? I think I have to move him to that spot, maybe. Oh, everybody's dead but me. This is a wipe. Yeah, yeah, I got this. Looking at the big ads stops them. Neat. Okay, let's try this again. Do do do. The long haul. All right, let's. Well, I'm gonna try to tank him on the edge, and he doesn't really do much. Is that bad? I don't know. I don't see any buffs on him. This is supposed to be his debuffs, I think, but it might actually be mine. I don't remember my placement. I better check after this. Did we win? Okay. Nice. Nice. Well done, team. Loot. Dark light sword. That's a great sword. When I can, I like to give the healer a little bit of a bump because they keep me alive. But if they leave too soon, I cannot. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's run it again. Which one did we just do? No. 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 Must have been one of these. Yes. Okay, so I shouldn't. Did I? Alright. So that thing doesn't actually help me. I don't need to do any of these, I don't think. So let's just join with these three. Apparently there's a way to get all of your bags at once. Maybe it's inventory. Inventory grid. Okay, so let's check that out. Oh, that's the grid part, not cancel. Okay. Actually just inventory. And those are my enfeeblements, but the ones here are the target. So when he's, you know, I'm seeing some damage, it's not actually me. So that's good. I just have to remember that. Okay, so where are the settings for that? Character config. Open all. Let's try that. Aha! Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's do this. Maybe it isn't my first run of this. I totally forget. No, I've done this one before. But nobody gave me any instructions. I just started tanking the tail just because why not? And you know, it looked like somebody had to. I wasn't told not to. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm a tank. So I guess I'll figure out which one I need to hit. Can we skip the cutscene? Yes. Okay. I have more hit points than the other guy, so I'll take the head. I don't know if it matters, but I have more hit points, so I'm gonna do it. Nice. Oops. Okay, that's a good note. Where he splashes, it's gonna get ugly. Crap. Not a big deal. Just screwed up my rotation. Get my bonus damage. I'm gonna have to start that over. Doesn't seem to be that big of a creature when he jumps over. That could be due to movement. Everybody in the middle. Ah, crap. I should have known. I think the tail, when not being tanked, throws some sort of ranged attack, like a spike or magic or bubbles or I don't know what. But clearly the other tank did not read the message of one tank on each. So you know what? I'm going to do this. Nice little bonus. Alright, let's do a commendation for one of the healers at random. Doesn't look like you get any loot for this. Okay, I did that one before. Now I've done it now. I'm hoping that that meets my requirement. And I did that one. Maybe it has to be on hard. Anyway, pretty sure I did that one before, and I don't know if I did this one. Maybe I did them all, and I'm just crazy. All right, let's try. Let's check it out. Good intentions. Let's go talk to some people and see if I in fact need to come back. Well, I can queue it from there, but come back and do that. I do need the Bowl of Embers, and I don't know which dungeon that's from. Probably, or raid or whatever. Nuke phrase in chat. Have your Twitch chat moderators quickly remove all chat messages containing a specific phrase with the nuke command. This chat command lets your viewers see which game categories you've streamed in your current or previous stream. Ah, nice. Okay, so that's good. It's just exclamation mark games. Let's see if we can get that tried out. Thanks for giving that a go. But nope, did not work. And let's close that. It might be a settings, special features. Okay, but let's get back to the quest. Do 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 do. I think it's like almost like a jazz in the tavern. Not quite. Alright, so I can't do this. I don't... Who am I supposed to talk to then? Yeah, right? She needs me to do... Dungeon requirement, the Bowl of Embers. So it's the dungeon, the navel, and the howling eye. Let me write this down. Because I will forget the moment it's not on the screen. The Bowl of Embers. Now, I thought this was a raid, but... apparently not. I mean, it says it's a dungeon. Maybe it's a 2-team dungeon, a full group. The navel. Hard. The howling eye. Hard. All right. So let me just change my description. This is definitely not correct. Minphilia happy. It did change it. Good. Okay. I'm using a new tool, so I wasn't sure what would happen there. Let's go U. Let's take these off. Let's go to dungeons. What are we looking for? The Bowl of Embers. The navel. And I don't see any of those. And the howling eye. So I have to unlock these, but I don't know where they are. Okay. Let's just do a quick Google. Bowl of Embers, hard unlock. I don't like to Google things, but I don't want to know how to do it. I just want to know how to unlock it. I don't want to waste time on the stream, right? Like, me fumbling about does not help me, doesn't help keep what we're doing a little succinct. Yeah, okay, so it's re-challenging Ifrit. I get that. Recurring problem, and if Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. And I don't care about the phases. Well, okay, I got that. How about the... I don't have it. I've killed him already. Or it, or whatever. Main scenario quest. Apparently I need to go do the exact same thing. Alright, well, a recurring problem. See, I didn't do a recurring problem when it came up. And, I think that's kind of thrown things a little bit. How are we to know the unknowable, to comprehend the unfathomable? The one true God, the fallen lord among Wyrms. Even Mother Heidelin. Inscrutable enemies, all far beyond our ken. Are they really? They're just different and powerful. Alright, let's see what I can do. I need to speak to Oranger, so I need to actually go. No. I will be leaving, but in a moment. Here. Let's see if he's going to give me this quest. I have a quest for her. I think that I haven't done yet. What? How is she in two places at once? Okay. Awesome. The quest is here. I was looking for it earlier and couldn't find that she'd give it to me. So, I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there's still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes somehow are able to procure vast quantities of crystals. I mean, amounts and quantities, the same thing, right? Oh, my turn to say something? Basically this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. The previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. Let's do it! The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. Yeah, the Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Yay, they're aware. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they're ill-prepared to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded they must needs turn to us once more. To thee. Yes, as hero, you must go and defeat them. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordana do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribes. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger once again so soon. But none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Cadus? Yes, of course. Stoic nod. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. Say something. Ahem. With circumstances as they were, I've had a chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Cadus. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Orangir, I'm going to get his name wrong, has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. And I can poke you with the red thing. Da, 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 da. Slash a fish wish. That is a whole different quest, but let's... Would they? I call upon you as a fellow Scion Cadus to assist our allies in meeting a mutual objective. The Maelstrom needs every sword it can summon to stifle the Sahagwin advance. They're not that bad at people, man. Just let them do what they do. I implore you to journey to Camp Skull Valley, discuss the matter with Falk Brida, and render what remedy you can. Later, my friend, later. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal, as it should be. Let me get rid of the tabs that I opened up. There's no reason to have them going. And whether man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do all to seek his counsel. Can I stop talking to people and just go murder the thing? I mean... Apparently I need to do this too. Yes, accept. Do something heroic. Indigo deep, did slumber but briefly in the ethereal sea. The Maelstrom hath assured me with unhappy certitude that Leviathan doth stir from the abyss once more. We're gonna knock down some primals. Unprecedented magnitude. This guy likes his words. But by thy deeds were the people of Coarthus spared certain doom of the hands of the deformed entity. Yet if the missive we received from Lord Drillmont of House Durendare speaketh true, 'twould seem the hard-won respite hath come and gone. Recovered from her wounds, Lady Iceheart hath rejoined the struggle against Ishgard. Worse, 'tis said her disciples have already laid claim to a hoard of crystals, a hoard far exceeding the quantity, but recently wrestled from the caravans of House Fortemps. 'Tis all but certain that the heretic's mistress intendeth to call upon Saint Shiva once more. And so, once more, must Eorzea, whatever the name is, blade of light be brought to bear against this primal. None save thee hath might enough to defeat such a foe. 'Tis for this reason Lord Drillmont hath request thy presence at White Brim Front. Pray hie thee thither with all haste. No wonder we stopped speaking like that. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Thancred wants you to vanquish Ifrit and has information that will help you arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived. As I fear, the Amalja have already summoned Ifrit to confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more to lend you my blade, but the students of Belsion insisted I refrain from taking to the field wherever it concerns primals. These guys are now dead, but okay. I know not the workings of it, but seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everyone's sake I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation. They may well have information that you will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. You know, those other dependable comrades who are not supposed to have the echo and therefore be immune to. Yeah, okay. If it bleeds, we can kill it. No free teleports. Ezekmon followed me yesterday. I'm practicing the name because, you know, people put things together and it's of a arrangement that you're not used to and you don't know how to say it. And I don't mind looking stupid, but you know, it's good to get things down. Cadus, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you've answered the call. We've already relayed to the Waking Sands. Ifrit is returned. For the sake of the peace of the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The Primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetheryte found within the depths of Zaharak, the Amalja stronghold. The Amalja have constructed their own Aethernet from salvaged Aetheryte shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow signs, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. This is all for the intelligence we have to share. Rest in your hands. I shall pray for victory and safe return. I just want to take a look around here. We got some people. Okay, you look like your head's like cocked really strangely, but I like the look. The fashion sense with this, is that your epic? Is that your epic, what do they call it? Might be, I don't know what the epics look like, but that looks a pretty stellar blade, let me tell you. Let's see what everybody else is looking at. We got, Bunny doing the other game, near something look kind of here with the blindfold and the dress. Because that was an event that's happening or did happen. I don't know. I didn't get into it. Other things to do, unfortunately, would love to get some of those you know, the look-alike gear. That's whatever that is. Glimmers. Alright. The beautiful thing about this destination I'm going to, I can fly in. Not really a lot of challenge to get in there. I totally wanted that to be on, but that's okay. I clicked the wrong thing. So one thing that this game does that I found a little interesting, as you get achievements, you get some form of a reward. And I don't remember what it is, but it's some form of reward. But you can turn them in, these reward pieces, for cosmetic things. And so the one that I turned in for was my Chocobo to wear a helmet much like the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy I. And I like the look. It's a little different. I'm sure tons of people use it or can use it, but I like it anyway. And so if you're wondering where to get that, make some achievements happen, and you should be able to Turn them in. I don't remember where either. But hey, you can look it up, right? As much as I'm not useful in remembering the details, you can always look it up. Google is a wonderful thing. Whatever search engine you prefer. Okay, you guys are just annoying me now. Because I attack you, that thing's going to attack me, right? The Infernal Beacon. I largely do these for the, you know, Chocobo XP. I don't know why we're killing tortoises, though. Tortoises are amazing. And, you know, even if they're a bit territorial, just stay out of their way. Should be very doable. I never see a living something again. Alright, let's get out of combat. And then we fly. Yeah, you're good. What fate did I trigger here? Oh. Level sync. Get off my dude. Let's get some Iron Will going. I didn't complete it. I got the bonuses, I guess. Time ran out. Come on, pup. We got places to be. Key. So the goal is to unlock all of these and then queue. Is a good way to do it, I guess. Ooh, I've seen it before, but it's a mighty fine mount. Dragon X-Wing. Mighty fine mount indeed. I will certainly play with the other mounts that I have, but my Chocobo is still my favorite. It's kind of like having a best friend. Steeped in lore, and Final Fantasy II is when the Chocobo was first introduced. I haven't even finished, gotten into Heavensward yet. My gratitude for your timely return, Kate, is that would that it were under better circumstances. Our efforts to contain the heretic threat in the Western Highlands beyond Snowcloak have suffered a grievous setback. In order to support expeditions further afield, we sought to establish an outpost in the heretic's former fortress. Under guard, our craftsmen began the necessary improvements, and for a time all proceeded according to plan. The building work had scarce begun when Iceheart's minions descended from the fortress from all directions. If I were to guess, I would say they deliberately delayed their attack until sufficient supplies had been delivered to their doorstep. I do not begrudge my men for their decision to flee. By all accounts, it would have been a slaughter, any survivors condemned to a fate worse than death at the hands of their leader. However, by abandoning our crystal stores, we have given the heretics the means to summon their patron saint. I beseech you, Cadus, slay the gods of beastmen, slayer of the gods of beastmen, who banished once before the demon who threatens us now. Lend us your strength. Infiltrate Snowcloak and put an end to Iceheart's machinations. Machinations? I think it's machinations. Thank you, my friend. Though I pray you can stop her before she completes her ritual, I have faith you can defeat Shiva should it come to that. One of the Seer Emeric Temple Knights awaits you at Snowcloak. He shall guide you through a secret tunnels to the Aetheryte at the heart of the heretics' fortifications, whence you may gain entrance to Iceheart's sanctuary as before. Well, no surprises there, I guess. Super duper. Come on, Chocobo. No time for food. Because I was here before, but that's not good enough. There has to be, I don't know, a new Aetheryte thing. You have to run through the gambit again. It is an honor, sir. When you're ready, we shall go through the tunnels to the Aetheryte. We shall not be troubled by heretics or beasts along the way. You may concentrate solely at the task at hand. May the Fury grant you the strength to strike down that heathen witch once and for all. Okay. We've got the extreme version available. I thought I only had to do hard, but extreme it is. And whirl of a time. Alright, I think we need to go up. Corporal Arrow, you are as ever a welcome sight at Maelstrom Command. Our worst fears are realized. The primal Leviathan has returned to threaten our shores. We did not think it possible for the fishbacks to summon their rapacious god. I think that's how you say that. Without a considerable longer period of preparation, but there can be no mistake. Prior to contacting Yanger, we received a report detailing the almost complete destruction of a merchant fleet upon the open sea. Only one vessel managed to limp to port, bearing the decidedly unwelcome news of Leviathan's resurgence. Judging by the testimony given by the surviving crew members, the massive waves the entity leveled against the ships dwarfed anything we have ever seen the primal command before. Should he unleash a tidal wave of similarly empowered proportions, Limsa would be scraped from this land like a barnacle from a hull. It is with such dread imaginings in mind that I bid you sail forth to slay the Lord of the World yet again. Our strategy remains unchanged. The twin vessel, the World Leader, is already being prepared under the command of Storm Marshal Slafferison. Make your way to Morabie Dry Docks. Once your own preparations are complete, seek out Sergeant Sternlona, and she will see you safely aboard the ship. May the Navigator guide you and protect you. I like it. Okay, so I'm not ready yet. I have to do this first. Bones Nasty. Bacon and eggs. People have very creative names they come up with. Alright. Let's chocobo it up. Storm Sergeant Stirlona at your service. The World Leader is loaded and ready, sir. I've given the signal to the towering vessel to depart as soon as you're aboard. Leviathan was sighted some distance from the coast, so there should be more than enough time to build up ramming speed. The entire crew is willing to lay down their lives to ensure you reach your target, sir, so just concentrate on skewing that overgrown sea serpent. Yes. Yay! What? Well, let's go there and see what's going on. So, World Eater, Burning Ember,
Bowl of Embers, and the Navel. Okay. So I guess I figure out if this is the Navel. Oh, this is probably the Sahagwin one, right? Go there and do the thing, but I'm not. Are you supposed to make a peace of sorts? Because you talk to the guys and like, do some quests for us and let's try to make this work. And I think that's just to get rewards from them. You never actually make the peace. If you have come seeking Felk Brida of the Maelstrom, congratulations, you found her. Yeah, we talked before, lady. Camp Skull Valley overlooks the Sahagwin Forest, the sea-sucking hordes right under her bony nose. We are the dam against the rising tide of savagery. Okay. I don't need to talk to you right now. Ooh, what is this? Oops. Goblins aren't like bad guys. They're usually not aggressive at all. So I find it a little interesting that the quest here is to murder all the goblins. We just want to trade with you. Stab, stab, stab. Oh, because I minimize things, I don't have the usual telltale sign of whether or not my gather all the aggro ability, you know, this one here, is in effect, except that. That's my one thing I have to remember by that visibility right there. Alright, I need to hand in. Who am I handing in to? This guy here. I have like 20 seconds. Stop talking. Just take the stuff. Yay. Oh, apparently I did some good over here as well. Alright, 103. A little bit of XPs. Okay, what if I do extreme and not hard? The navel. Now I'm gonna have to Google this because I do not have any clue where to go. Okay. Must have completed the following. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. In for Garuda Awakening in a Titan spot. Okay, so I already have that queued. Garuda is the Earth one, I think. Maybe the Howling Eye. Hard. I best do what I've got so far. And see how this goes. Trials. I don't have the Bowl of Embers. Oh, I haven't done extreme, I guess. Alright, let's do that one. No duty has been selected. No. This will satisfy 2 quests, the one for Minfilia and this one here for my relic. Do I need to do this with the weapon? Okay, well, let's do it. What do you do? My first genuine assignment under Master Mimidoa. And now this, whatever did I do to deserve such a fate? Oh, but where are my manners? I'm Diamanda, a smith recently in the employ of Naldic and Vimelis. I arrived in these parts not a few days past to assist in the restoration of Pharaoh's Sirius. Little did I expect my arrival to be greeted by that God's forsaken song, a song I thought confined to my worst nightmares. Yes, I speak of the grim serenade of the foul sea witch that lured my poor father to a watery demise so many years ago. As I stand here with idle hands, powerless to avenge his death, powerless to repay my debt to Master Mimidoa, once my father's mentor as he is now mine, the agony of it all. If only my brother were here, he would see to it that. But alas, my brother remains lost at sea. You are an adventurer, are you not? Perhaps if you were to defeat the siren. Yes, you must. If not for me, then all the sailors who seek safe passage across the threatening seas. Seek out Master Mimidoa at the pier. You'll find him gazing grimly in the direction of Pharaoh's Sirius, lamenting our fate. Didn't I already defeat this lady? The siren. I think I did. I think this is getting the hard mode version of that. Mimidoa. Cutscene! Hello, those man. Ah, now the initiate, are you? No. Ain't no one says yes to that. You have a familiar face, though. Come to think of it, you bear a striking resemblance to a brave lad I once met. Helped us chase off one of those God's damn sirens from Pharaoh Sirius, he did? Yeah, that was me, but I looked like a different dude at that time because I did yeah. What's that you say? Speak up, son. Here, years of hammering have taken their toll on my ears. And he wrote, you may not be half the hero your predecessor was, but you know the saying, any port in a storm. Aye, that's right. Damned if you can tell you why, but the Hellsborn hussy is back, and she's running roughshod over the place with a crew of her song-snared flunkies. Me and Diamanda, we've naught to do but sit on our arses till someone cleans the place out. Look, this is more than a reclamation project to me and the last. The scurvy witch killed her father. Blarg, blarg, blarg. I'm just fast forward because I don't want to miss my cue. Oh, still waiting. Still waiting. Speak with Mimidoa. Yeah, I did that. And now what? We go over there? Okay. Okay, David. I'd have to take the boat. I don't know who does the boat. The ferry skipper. Oh. I don't know which one that is. Nice motorbike. Nice. Pharaoh's. Okay, let's check. Airport docks. No. This is the Isle of Umbra. The Isle of Umbra. Yeah. No. We're gonna do that. I don't think that's familiar. But it must be, because we killed him on normal. More nails. Okay. Well. We're good? I need a ready check button. Turn them. How am I not attacking? There we go. I do not have the aggro of the boss. But I do have more hit points by about 400. That's probably because I don't have that on. Infernal nail. I may as well do my best. That was interesting, and frankly a little bit boring. Like, that wasn't hard. I didn't even know what was going to happen, and it wasn't exactly hard to avoid. I'm not all that happy that I was not able to pull that aggro off. But he must be better geared than I am. Wow. It was like 12 and then 60. Loot. Yes. Yes. Because it looks good. Maybe. I'm hoping. Alright, let's try that. Let's right click on here.
Try on. In your skivvies. It's alright. It's alright. It's different for sure. Bit different than what I have. That's one down. I think that might be all down. Let's Horizon. Okay, no. I guess I'm going. Such a great game. Such a great game. Not sure if this is where the handed would be either, because in theory Manphilia is no longer here, but she was here for this quest, so she's probably here for the turn-in. Okay, should that new guy who's like managing all of this, shouldn't he be in here? This is his office, the old Solar. He's now the person in charge. Okay, this is the other one. Vanquish Garuda. Okay. Sweet. I just did the Bowl of Embers hard. I didn't get my Ember though. Maybe I did. Let's find out. Key items and crystals. White hot ember. Punching. Awesome. Okay, so this one should be the navel. What's the navel? I have to talk to the person first, right? Always talk to the person. I was playing another game, an RPG of something. I forget which one. I don't think it was the original Final Fantasy, but anyway. And I was like, how do I? Oh, these are new quests. I kind of missed the Lalafell laughter. Like, I was like playing the game, and you know, in Final Fantasy 14, just randomly you can have an NPC or a PC do a Lalafell laugh, and I kind of missed it. It was like I'm kind of mentally waiting for it to happen. Alright, so same fight, a little harder. Don't need to chat so much about it, just same fight, a little harder. But of course, it's a story, and the story is important. Camp Dragonhead. Well, okay.
Getting my bearings. These are like hot air balloons. I guess that's their ships that they take off or use to go places, traverse, bring supplies. Now they're good. Is that a quest? Or is there a fate? Ooh, let's level sync. Nice look. Spiky armor is always fearsome. Wonder if they're a lancer. Looks like. I haven't played that class. I don't know much about them. There we go. Not really sure why we're fighting our way in. These guys should be able to fly. XP, I guess. Okay, that is the way in. Tuning. Yes. Let's do this one. The Howling Eye. Waymarks. Nice. Now that's a fancy one. Doesn't look like they're sticking around though. Antipastos. Forfeitures. Welcome. It says only have one viewer of Estantis, but so you guys might be bots. Not really sure about that. To those who are here, welcome. To those who watch this later, I hope it's of some value. Currently, as mentioned, we're just waiting for the trial, which is a raid in most of the games. This trial to queue up, get all the right people, and then we'll go and knock it out. One thing I really do like about Elder Scrolls is the ability to become a werewolf or a vampire, or purchase it and apply it to your characters. But you know, there's a lot of races out there, there's a lot of classes out there, there's a lot of different play styles you can do, and this just adds another one. And you know, it's not really about getting into the fandom of it so much as just it's interesting to have a new perspective and something we can all relate to in history and mythology, and it's really fun to play. You kind of build up your ultimate and you turn into a werewolf, and you have a certain amount of time to fight like that. You can't do it all the time though. I mean, it'd be interesting if you could kind of keep that up permanently. And it's an illegal act, which means I think if you do it near people or near guards, they're gonna get annoyed, which is interesting. But I don't play ESO a lot. Elder Scrolls Online I play, obviously, Fantasy 14, as this is frankly just a better game. Maybe just different. I don't know how the sneak mechanic works here. For ESO, it's very well done in my opinion. You know, it depends on how where they're looking, where the enemy's facing, how close you are to them, if you have a light source or not, all can impact how likely you are to be seen by the enemy, and that's pretty awesome. It's really well done. There are sometimes you have to watch the guards and how they pace themselves and go at the right time, or basically do it like a heist, and I'm down for that. That's fantastic. Ground targeting mode. Nice. Okay. Should clear that. The B's, the C's, the D's. I have yet to fly this one. That's brilliant. I like it. A little space for me and my friends. They usually, ride their own mounts. They don't need my carriage, but I did buy it for two reasons, really. It's characterization. It's nice to have a mount, especially if you have lower level characters you're helping out that you can use with it. Maybe they haven't unlocked their mount yet. And secondly, the premise of the character is to match a character that I have in D&D, and some people might think that's bad, but to be the artificer, the creator of things, and when you're not adventuring, a merchant, and that this is the closest thing they have to a merchant caravan. Although there's no method to do that except for to sell to PCs or to create stuff and sell to the merchants themselves. You can't have like a shop that I'm aware of. Well, average time 7 minutes. We just hit 7 minutes there on the counter. We should be queuing up any minute now. With any luck. I do realize the bar on the top of my screen here covers up this part here, which says good intentions. That's the quest that I'm apparently working on right now, that I
cannot move past in the storyline until I get these dungeons done. Now, I don't need to be here for this queue, so I should probably actually head back there, because when I'm done, I don't want in a Titan's. Well, I guess I'll have to hand it in. Maybe I have to actually get that quest, so. I never thought of that. Getting low on these. Okay, I've decided I need an animated chocobo. I've decided this. Not in the game, to like go across the screen. When people subscribe or they like my, you know, something, we'll get that done. Okay, okay, so I'm handing it to you in a Titan spot. Howling Eye Hard, that's what we're doing now, so. Oh, I have to do that first and then her quest. We are a couple minutes late, a couple minutes beyond the average. That's fine. I mean, it is an average, but I was hoping, but looks like a few less people are available. Probably healers. They seem to be the bottleneck. So, folks, if you're watching this and you want to just queue like crazy and get things done, level healer primary. You will always be in demand for any of the things that you need to do. Alright, I'm probably going to miss my queue, but I'm going to be right back, and I will see you then. Of course, I missed the opportunity, so I need to do that again. I need
It'll be another 10 minutes. This is 6. Somehow it's dropped back down. These are the Beastmen currencies that I've unlocked. I don't have any of those, as you can see. I don't think I have enough to get my rank increased, and I have enough to buy some things, but that's about it. And other battle. 800 Allegan tombstones. I don't know what the average cost of equipment is using them, which is... I don't know the value of 839. I suppose I can find out whilst I wait. It's these vendors right here. Servant of Splendors. Well, apparently I don't have any of this stuff. Not really my look, but you know, if it's an upgrade. What is the difference here? These are level 50, which I am 55. I think the next one's going to be 60. Augmented Helm of Fending. I believe I have that already. Nope. This is item level 110. This is 130. I can definitely up my gear by 130, 130, 110. So belt. Sure, yeah, why not? Don't rush me. I'm looking to upgrade my stuff. Alright, let's commence. And when I'm done this, I should probably repair it. They're not critical, but I like to be on top of that. Full party! Is a great character model. Well conceived. So you can't see if somebody's asking what the mechanics are. I mean, for me, tank it. Dodge the fire, apparently. Oh, Jesus. I was not prepared for her scream. Which you guys can't hear, but that's the thing. You're looking a little evil. Dodge the fire, use the pillars. Alright, well, that's I have more hit points. Let's do this. Oh yeah, the pillar thing. You don't have a lot of time.
Come on, girl. Maybe you can be called that. Stunned.
My power, no.
I don't, Paladin, no, Pugilist or Monk. So I'll read that. And Roy, you're the only healer left. You get my commendation. Alright. Repair my gear, head back at the next quest. Let's get these knocked out. Turnips, get your turnips fresh, picked fresh this morning. Alright, well. I'm just gonna double check. Did I complete all the things I needed right now? I don't think so. I think there's one left. But I'm going to check. No. Did it change the message at all? The naval heart. Okay, that's what I thought. So the whirling eye I just did. The naval. I don't see it on here though, which means I have not. Okay. Lord of Crags. just trying to remember where that was. Wasn't it in the forest? Okay, let's go to my log. This is not my log, I know. Huh. I clicked the wrong thing, but I wanted to check anyway. I don't see the quest here. Oh, you know what? I'm being foolish. Foolish, I say. Doing the last one allows me to pick up the next one. But I am going to go back and see if I can pick up another piece of gear. I should have enough to buy one or maybe even two. If I have less than 130 in any of my slots. Ishtola would entrust you with the titanic task of defeating the greatly strengthened Titan. Yes, yes, Garuda. Let's do it. Uh-huh. We know how. Yep, yep, yep. Stress to you. Maelstrom, Titans, all these things. Still need to go talk to this person. The Aft Castle. Yes. You are a different quest that I am not interested in right now. I love when people stand right on the quest NPC. Like, do you need to be that close? People. Ah, Corporal Arrow, your presence is most welcome. There are things about. You must slay them. It's a Titan. Oh my gosh. Alright, attune to the 8th rite in the mines. Pineapple salad. Sounds like it might be good. Might be good. I don't remember this place, but maybe I should. That's quite the color of ground. The pools. I don't remember ever being here. Never mind you know, hard. What about just normal? Okay, is that a different way? Destination, okay. You can't hum it for more than 30 seconds. You gotta break it up. Uh-huh. Now what? To the 8th right. That's not 8th right. I can't get through that way. So I have to go around. Oh, that's, yeah. How do I get in? Wrong doors, that's all. Just look around. Kobolds, they're pretty crafty. See all these things? Well done, kobolds. Okay. Now we gotta do this one. The navel. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. 5 minutes or less, give or take. Well, average. Hey, also a dragon, but with the black horns. I almost went black. White skin, white hair, black horns, just to kind of make it pop. But I didn't find a set that I liked, and it's probably just I didn't look hard enough. Rogue. Interesting headpiece. All right, I was gonna head back, see if I had other gear in the meantime. I don't know if this costs me money because it doesn't prompt me, you know, the price. But I'm not clicking by the map, and that might be why. So about 3 minutes, depending, to do a little shopping. Now I don't know. Out of the two options that they give, these are level 50, but they're not anything I can use. So DOW, DOM. I guess I have DOW. Head I just bought. Visor is let's go just to paladin. Chabatons. Can I see what I currently have as well? That'd be nice. Alright, so looks like Feet are good. Trousers could use the upgrade. Waist could use the upgrade. How many do I have? It's going to be trousers or it's going to be waist. So this is a +5. This is a +3. My waist is pretty good, but it's pretty old. So legs, I guess. Let's just wait. Gauntlets, 130. Shield, 1. Well, not. You will wait. Because I have legs to put on. Do you even lift, bro? Do you even lift? I apparently have more hit points, so let's give this a go. Murderers of your children? You don't know anything. They murdered us first. I mean... What happens now? Oh yeah, okay. Now we need to be close to, but not off. And then... So we take less damage. My understanding is if we don't kill him in time, like the whole platform could go away. And then it's Failsville. The boulders, good things, bad things? The bomb boulder. That sounds like a bad thing. Dude, seriously? I mean, not to be difficult, but it's a red line. Well, I'm fired. Yes. Okay. At least you understand what you did wrong. That's what matters. so many people died? Am I doing a bad job as a tank? Like, we need that DPS. You must have to run like right away for that because I'm 53 minutes. This might be a long fight. How's the healer doing? 50% mana? Crap. I'm not sure I'm taking any less damage by running out. I must be though, I mean, mechanics and all, right? I have 2 healers up. Yes, we don't have the DPS up. That's the problem. Or a problem. I'm not sure it's the problem. I just realized that the bomb boulders come like half the area and then the other half later, which means, you know, you just kind of rotate and stay out of the way, and it should mitigate some of that damage. Oh, narrow miss, very nice. Let's see if that low blow does anything. Nothing. Yeah. A little late on that. You almost got him. Not counting those chickens before they hatch, though. I absolutely dodged that one. That's just beautiful. Stagger, stagger, crawl, crawl. Straight on your face. Commendation to a... Why did you have to go? Okay, you didn't die. Second tank, you get your commendation. Treasure coffer. Get some loot. What is this? Oh my god, it's a gun. I so wants the gun. So my second class is going to be machinist and then gunbreaker at some point. Those will probably be my 3 primaries. I don't know if I'm ever going to give up paladin, but it's a good starting class. Okay. Now, is there anything else? I have 146. I really can't even buy anything. The belt, eventually, is the only thing left. I need 280. Accessories. These are earrings. I definitely do not need any earrings. Choker's the necklace. Doesn't really tell me it's better than what I've got. Some rings in here as well. Weapons, nothing. Others, nothing. Alright, well. I think it's back. It's back to turn in the quest. Had like I don't know, a fair amount of these at one point. You just go back there so often. Okay, I already took that quest. Now it's Primal Awakening. An unidentified primal. When the Senri moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had aroused. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the aether, 'twas observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who had forestalled this threat. Although she be tender years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid
if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent. It's such a strange name. Straightways consent that thou shouldest assist her howsoever thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar, because it's Minfilia's daughter. Alright, what's the other one? Ere the anger beseech you aid in solving the resurgent mystery of the primals, and for that you will get potions. You will get many potions. You will get one set of potions. Cutscene. It is decided the stance of the Scions must evolve from shifting sand to unyielding stone. My place, however, is here in this land of unending tragedy. Here must I remain until the true nature of the primals is revealed unto me. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across the vast realm, a net that catches not fifth, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Yet even possessed of this hoard of knowledge, I cannot purchase all the keys to the confounding doors that bar my passage. Thus I must presume, thus must I presume to unsheath the blade born of light. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barriers, and thine doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. For the adder's nest is astir, hissing with the news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What lieth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. And I shall do a stoic nod in just a moment. Swiftly now to the Adder's Nest, High Serpent Commander Heliux. We'll have such details as thou needest to proceed. I shall await thee at the waking sands and pray for thy success. This is the extreme version, likely. I just finished the hard, so now we go extreme. Okay, I've got all I need from here. We can pick this guy up too. Wigston, how you doing? Wigston would seek your aid, putting a plan of his into motion. My dear friends, Ayaba and Ayuli, Aldi, came to the Scions with a burning passion to deliver this realm from darkness, a passion I could never muster. They fought bravely and with honor until they could fight no more. Hello, Wigston. Me, I was never worth much on the battlefield. I wanted nothing more than to honor my fallen comrades, to carry on their fight. But how? One day it struck me, I may be woefully lacking on the battlefield, but my mind is sharp enough. I resolved to plot a course of action and recruit capable allies to our cause. One thing is clear to me, I can ill afford to be distracted by the beast tribes with the more ominous storm clouds gathering on the horizon. To that end, we must find strong and loyal allies to quell the beastman's menace. You are familiar with the Yu, perhaps? A tribe of fearsome hunters and huntresses. I am convinced that they would prove invaluable allies in the battle against the Amalja, if only they could be won over. The Yu respect strength above all. I fear they'd sooner gut me than listen to my tale, but you, if you spoke, they would listen. I am certain of it. And so I ask, friend, travel to Forgotten Springs and speak to Udoa Nun in my stead. Have I not done this before? Not this particular quest, but spoke to this particular person about things that we wanted to get done. Okay. I think I have fulfilled the need of the quest. So back to Mordana we go. Crap. I guess this is a test. If it shows 82 again, then there's no cost. But maybe it'll burn it anyway because I said yes. You can't do it without you. Okay. Yep, 81. So it did burn one. I don't know what the cost is. It probably says so right on the menu. I just, you know, don't look. Yes, okay, finally. Is this the end of A Realm Reborn? I don't know. Minfilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demand her utmost attention. I'm most eager to address the Asian threat, however we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days, I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Yeah, of course you look at me. Of course. Cadus in particular is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Silly name. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation at Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officials was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Telegi, Adigi, and his Monaris ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moenbryda? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sure I've heard it once or twice. Their research is proceeding as planned? With the question? So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an Aetheryte blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Cadus, while we focus on that task, perhaps you could assist Alphinaud and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Stoic nod. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Royal's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once, in the usual fashion. Shell Link? Why am I having a cold moment? A little bit of burner. Okay, well, we're gonna say bye. Do we have a way of bye? No, bye does not exist. You can just wave. That's it. That seems, you know, not quite enough. Alright, Riol's here. I definitely want to hear his report, but I'm going to be back anon. too late to be eating, but I made some sandwiches anyway. Pleasure as always, Cadus. To be escorting Commander to Yulda, I take it. Not like that, I'm teleporting. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you'd be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries to the source of the weapons that found their ways to the refugees' hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting, clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer this transaction to remain a secret. Seems that those weapons made it to the merchant, who took an arrow. Which isn't to say that the clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall in the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Cadus? Subterfuge, I'm in! Then it's settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you excuse me, I must leave for Ulda. I expect good tidings. Is it just me? Or is it like always raining at Camp Drybone? Ah, Cadus, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer. It would seem his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Lafleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have a need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. I'll be the judge of whether they're puny little guards or not. Ilberd is eager to bring the black marketeer and his clients to justice. Now we have more talking. We should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure the client does not escape. With me, Cadus. It'd be great if I wasn't paralyzed. This is revenge for them killing me when I was lower level. Let's get my hit points back before we do this. They only spy one man, but there should be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men will slip past and catch the black marketeers unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Well, let's be off. That's pretty brash. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you should never have come here. A hostile presence, the whole two of you. I mean, if there's 10 of you, maybe. They're level 50. I mean, they're not that bad. But they're not really a struggle. This is just kind of like a time sink. Speak with the hired thug. Where? Oh, of course, the red circle. I don't understand. But what's this all about? Gra. I don't know what my character saw there. Come on, pup. We got things to check out. Did you just stab him? We wasted an opportunity because we killed the guy. Alright, so the buyers got away. Information is we secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking. For the information we received indicated a massive shipments, and this is anything but. I'll join the first in their hunt for the dusk white sellsword. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Yulda in my stead. Entrust them to the third Yu Haze. He will take care of the rest. Confiscate the crate. Wrong side. Also, but this is runnable. Nope, it seems to be down here. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Korthros. Now what brings you to us this day? I have weapons! Cutscene. That was a trap. We have traitors. The first and the third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind. Me mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it. Gatus, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Hey Tataru, I like you. Great character. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Okay. I guess. 126. I've done crafting in a while. Needs be that I level that up some more. Oh, no, I don't need you. Tataru. Thank you for coming so quickly, Cadus. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. Most undetermined lady, by all indications. Tataru seems eager to escort you to the Solar. Our guest with the antecedent is in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Yes, I thought it would be you. They're talking, so I'm not going to. Like, voice acting. Tataru. I like Tataru better, but Tataru.
Stoic nod? Yeah. I don't like that answer. I will give you my brown of sternness. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As your younger said, something I totally missed because I clicked. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius Val Belzar attempted to seize control of Mordania, not Dania. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day, Nidgard Sormir, legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of the Silver Tear Skies, the Great Wyrm felled countless airships before engaging Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship Cerelium engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet his victory came at a great cost. The explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Wyrm as well. That same explosion transformed Silver Tear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Seer Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Okay. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it here for now. It's been almost 4 hours. And get on with these quests maybe over the weekend, maybe next week. But in any case, I will approach it with some streaming. So everybody will be notified if you subscribe, or I think even if you like my page or like my posts. I'm not sure how Facebook works on that, but if you engage, you should get notified if you want to see the next leg, which is the quest. Now, I don't know if technically I'm out of A Realm Reborn. My cursor disappears. Yes, that makes sense. I don't know if I'm technically out of it yet. I'm just following the path, and then I guess we'll get into the next series. But hopefully I'll look that up. That'd be good to know. And then I can change the display of the image over here to the left of where my cursor is, and update it to the next leg, if it is in fact the next leg that I have entered. With that, I bid you adieu. Happy gaming, everybody, and hopefully you guys get to play a great game this weekend. Oh, side note on that, we played Happy Little Dinosaurs, and the art is very cute, very I like it, but gameplay was fairly straightforward. Very simple game, and I don't know that I would spend time playing it again unless I had people with me who wanted to play. I don't know that it was a greatly entertaining game, but it was definitely easy to pick up and use. So anyway, that's just a brief review on Happy Little Dinosaurs, and we'll see you guys next time we're streaming, some random time this week. Have yourself a great weekend.